Welcome back, viewers. It's great to have you all here. I'm hoping you've started using the practical tips shared so far in your day-to-day business communications. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to post them in the comment section and I'll try to revert as soon as possible. We've already covered profiling your audience, discovering your purpose, and choosing an appropriate channel for your communication. In this video, I'll be sharing tips on the preparations required before the actual communication. But before we get started, let me ask you a question. Who are your favorite public speakers and writers? And what is it that you like about them? Do you believe that good public speakers or famous writers are born with this talent? Just go ahead, stand on a stage and speak eloquently or write chapter after chapter without hitting any writing block? Take a moment here and think about how you have prepared in the past. Do you have a system in place, or do you often resort to hit and trial when it comes to written and oral communications? Do you prepare beforehand, or do you get jittery at the thought of preparation? So preparing to communicate is primarily a 3-ingredient recipe. You can definitely add other things to make it more spicy, but the basic 3 ingredients would always remain the same. And they are planning your process, organizing your ideas, and easing your anxiety. So planning is an important part of the communication process. You know about your audience, your purpose, and your channel. Now you need to focus on content. What is it that you're going to share? If you've ever prepared a report or written an essay, what did you do? You probably spent time brainstorming, writing down key points, and categorizing them under different headings. You generated ideas, reviewed them, combined them to create a flow, and then removed the unnecessary sections. That's how you do planning. Next is organizing your ideas. Now that you've figured out the content you want to include in your speech or document, you need to decide how you're going to arrange it. So a strong, structured communication is easy for your audience to follow and interpret. And it's also easy for you to remember. Think about the context, the introduction or background you want to give. Follow your gut. It's your communication, so it needs to make sense to you. If you think outlining the agenda will be helpful for your audience, go ahead and do that. Now it's time to organize your writing. So as per a recent survey, 43% of people admitted to skimming blog posts and 36% of readers prefer list-based headlines. People are extremely busy, so you need to make it easy for them to read and understand. And how do you do that? So you start by grouping related information together in the same section. You can use a table of contents so people can look up the information they are interested in. Use descriptive headings and subheadings. Visual elements like an index or bullet points or graphics, they all increase the readability of the content. And don't forget to put the objective of your communication at the top. You don't want your readers to wonder why you're taking up their time. It's called a pyramid structure, which means you lead with the most important information first. And if that's all someone reads, they'd still understand what's going on. Business emails are mostly written in this way. Now we come to biggest obstacle of all, easing your anxiety. It's a myth that good public speakers are born that way. Almost everyone is scared when they are facing a crowd. Public speaking is a skill just like reading or writing. You have to continuously practice and work hard to be good at it. A survey lists 5 primary reasons for stage fear. So like fear of others, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of breaking the rules, and fear of the spotlight. You start with identifying what is your reason and then you figure out how to deal with it. So some people They show physiological symptoms like rapid heartbeat, but it doesn't really interfere with your speech. In such cases, positive self-talk and deep breathing can help. For some, a fear of failure makes them forget what they were going to say. So visualizing your success or meditation can be helpful in such scenarios. To sound natural and polished, you need to practice, practice and practice. Practicing also increases your confidence level. Focus on your purpose and what you're trying to accomplish in your speech. If possible, check out the environment where you'll be presenting beforehand and familiarize yourself with the audience before you start with the main topic. With this, I come to the end of part 4 of business communication. Pick up one tip that resonates most with you and put it to practical use. I'd love to hear about your experience, and don't forget to tune in for part 5 of business communication, where I'll be sharing more on how to tailor your language. Till then, take care and keep safe.